Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Nick Meacham and I'm CEO at Sports Pro. For those that follow and engage with Sports Pro's content, you know we produce a lot of insights around the business of sports. Now behind the scenes, we've been working on the next phase and stage of our digital offering, which has culminated in the launch of Sports Pro Plus. For those that hadn't already seen the launch, check out this quick video for a quick feel for what we're about to talk about. Now, I'm thrilled to be joined by Sports Pro's Editorial Director, Mike Long, who's been driving development of the platform, and he's going to give us a little run through on some of the different tools and platforms we have in store. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, Nick. How you doing? And hello to everyone tuning in.
Nice one. So let's jump straight into it. Look, in your own words, just tell us exactly what Sports Pro Plus is.
Yeah, so I guess as our strapline suggests, Nick, it's your single source of news, inspiration and insights for the business world of sport. Obviously, all things that Sports Pro is very much known for, and we have been for many, many years. And really with this tool, this new product that we brought to market, is the intention is to help anyone in the sports industry to do their job better, and really to save time, no matter what your role and what your function is. So that's everyone, that wants to stay abreast of industry deals and developments happening globally, really to bring clarity to, I guess, major trends and market intricacies across different geographies. You can go deep on business strategies and key sectors, and really get the latest commercial info on major leagues and properties, which I know we'll come on to shortly. And finally, really to connect Sports Pro's global network and do business with the global community that we have. So it's a lot of things to a lot of people.
Good stuff. Well, there is plenty to get into. So without any further ado, let's bring up the platform and dig through some of the different aspects. How about we jump into the commercial guides first, Mike? Firstly, just talk us through what exactly is in the commercial guides. What are they all about?
Sure. So yeah, I mean, this element of the product I'm really personally excited about. As you know, the commercial guides that we've been producing on an annual basis for many years across many of the leading properties and events are really well, engaged with content and serve as a reference tool throughout the year. So these new look Sports Pro Plus commercial guides are really more interactive, more in depth, and more expansive as a reference tool. So we've got information in each of them. We've currently got 9 of them live within the product. Information pertaining to the league itself, the sponsors, the broadcasters, and the teams and venues, et cetera, that kind of support that property. So who holds what rights in which markets and which categories, financial details for many commercial deals within them. We've got franchise valuations, commercial contract terms, and information regarding the owners of teams and attendances at venues, et cetera. But really where we've taken this one layer deeper is providing real time and really the latest data and analytics provided not only by our partners there. I can see you're on the page, partners such as Ampere Analysis, around the media and consumer data, but also sponsorship and social and other financial information from different sources, aggregated from a range of reputable data providers from across the industry. So hell of a lot of info in these guides that is really not readily available elsewhere. And as you were just thumbing through there, Nick, on the MLB guide, also in this instance, the Premier League guide, if you look at something like the consumer tab on the left-hand side there, and there's information, as I said, provided by Ampere Analysis, really takes you deeper into the kind of demographic breakdown of the domestic and international fan base of the property in question. How much fans are willing to pay each month to access league content, the global fan interest in the most followed teams, etc., etc. So a hell of a lot of information across each of the 9 guides we've got there. If you take us onto the media tab next, Nick, you can get a breakdown in those of again, provided by Ampere in this instance, but a breakdown of the domestic and international rights revenues for the Premier League in this instance. And actually, if you can, this offers you the opportunity to compare different properties as well. So big disparity in the kind of media rights breakdown between MLB and Premier League. For sure, if you look at the MLB's income on broadcast rights revenue, more than 93%, for example, from domestic deals, whereas the Premier League, as we know, in this current rights cycle, over half from overseas deals for the first time ever. So some really fascinating insights in there, and yeah, we'll be adding to those as we go.
Good stuff. Now, plenty in there to get your teeth into. Let's talk through another one of the tools on the platform, and that is the Wire.
Yeah, so again, another feature within the product that I'm very much excited about. Hopefully, and as I said before, it's really ties into that positioning of being a one-stop shop, of being a single source for information. So this is a collation, an aggregation, if you like, of sports business news, announcements, and features published by Sports Pro, as well as other international outlets, and indeed the organizations, the rights holders themselves in many instances. So this is a bit of a time saver. No more accessing kind of multiple websites and newsletters necessarily. You can now let the Sports Pro editorial team, who are very much at the coalface of what's happening in the industry, let them do the legwork for you. And I think anyone wanting to stay on top of the latest news and developments within the industry will certainly want to bookmark this page. Yes, it's very stripped back in terms of its design, but functionally, it's fully searchable by sport, category, location, date, and content type. So, yeah, well worth having open as you're going about your day-to-day role.
Absolutely, lots on that page. I use that. I've, for what it's worth, also bookmarked that one myself. It's my go-to now throughout the day to keep on top of what's going on. But let's keep things moving, and probably the last one we'll spend a bit of time highlighting before we do wrap things up. And obviously, if there is any questions from the audience, please drop them into the comments, and we'll try and tackle them either now or as a follow-up to this session. Let's talk a bit about the business directory, Mike.
Yeah, again, so really, speaks to just the wealth of content really that we put together at Sports Pro, and this is really an attempt to stitch together everything that we do across the sports industry and the broader ecosystem. So currently in the directory, we've got 360 plus companies and counting, and that's a mix of leagues and teams, federations, sponsors, broadcasters, technology suppliers, agencies, you name it. So we'll be adding to this as we go with more companies and additional information. But at present, you can access, a hard company information, corporate information, and social media details for each of these organizations. There's a stream of content related to each of the organizations within there that is produced by us at Sports Pro. And these directory pages are accessible from any piece of content in which that company, that organization or team is mentioned in. So really stitching together all of our content, easily accessible from across our platform. So again, another exciting element of the product that we'll look to iterate and expand on moving forward.
Good stuff, Mike. Thanks for running through all those different aspects. As we said, we're not going to have enough time today to run through some of the other tools. Like we've got video libraries, the personalized feed, the My Sports Pro page, and of course the different newsletters we've got on show. But there is plenty on offer on the platform to get your teeth into, that's for sure. So look, I think that's a good time and place for us to wrap up. So to take a look for yourself, go to sportspromedia.com/subscribe. And I think use the code, if I remember correctly, the code is SP Launch. to get free access to the platform for a month and see what you think. And please do share them through to us, and obviously reach out to Mike and myself if you have any comments. And we'd love to keep hearing from you guys on how this is only really point one for us in this journey with Sports Pro Plus. A lot of exciting things to come in the near future. But I think that's a good time to wrap up. So thanks very much, Mike, for joining me, and thanks for everyone for tuning in, and look forward to hopefully seeing you as part of the Sports Pro Plus community. Goodbye.